Hi everyone, it's Judy Lee, and welcome back to part 3 of the Flea Market Journal Challenge. Uh, we have 3 co-hosts, or 3 hosts. Um, their links are down below. Um, and this week we are doing finishing it off with decorating, ephemera, things like that. So anyway, here we go. I have went ahead and put some lace here for my spine. I covered my spine up with some lace, and I'm sorry about that light. It's very bright. I put some beads on the string that I had bound my journal with, and I just put some greens and pinks and a little bit of golds and bronzes and gold, pink gold, whatever it's called. Anyway, and I put a little, and if y'all notice, these are all from Dollar Tree. All that is from Dollar Tree. The ball pen I'd gotten in Happy Mail. I want to say Victoria, maybe you sent me those. And I think Edie gave me some too. Anyway, so I put one of those little flowers on it. Then we have inside. I didn't do much because I decided this is going to be my personal August journal. I still have to do my July. But anyway, I filled the pockets with some journal cards that I can write on. I didn't do much to the pages. I did not want to destroy them because, I just love this page. So I just put a little bit of lace on here. I can write on here. I have another journaling card I can write on that I slipped in here, and I didn't want to do anything to that pocket. As y'all saw in the last video, I had took some of this Dollar Tree rhinestone stuff and I folded it over and made it double to make pretty. I didn't do anything to this pocket. Now, I might later, but for this project, I just went ahead and done what I could. Like I said, I'll probably uh, add stuff as I go when I'm journaling, but I can journal on this guest check that I received from Victoria. Um, and I just stressed it a little bit. Then this one, I had taken some scraps in my scrap box. And pretty much every paper that I have got that's scrap wise, I have gotten from Miss Edie Davis Lewis. She was thinking about joining, but she didn't join in, I don't think. Maybe another one she'll do. But anyway, I took my fancy scissors or whatever you want to call those, and I cut the tops off of each piece of scrap that I found. And I just glued one down, glued the other one on top, glued the other one, and made 3 little pockets for the journal. And I just curved off some paper she had gave me for writing. And I can write on this as well. Or I can stick some photos in here. Like I say, it's going to be my journal. And then I made a few of, and I got these from Dollar Tree as well. A lot of this was given to me or thrifted in a bag. They give you big bags for $2 or $3. But it's just some eyelash trim and some lace that I put onto paper clip, and I just stuck it there because I liked it. Another journaling card to write on. Thought that was really pretty. That paper clip's got it where it don't want to go in there. Take it off. There we go. Alright, I should have just took the paper out and paper clip it. We'll just stick it there. And I didn't want it too bulky, so I didn't add a lot of things. Like I said, as I go through, I'll probably add, some bulky flowers or whatever. I made this belly band, so I went ahead and just put this in bloom, which can be wrote on. I can write on this paper as well. I left this blank to write on. I wanted to leave this in case I wanted to journal, but I may add pictures or things like that. It's just those old calendar pages that I water spray painted some water on there, watercolors. This was just a piece of scrap and another piece of scrap, and I sewed it, and I just glued it on here as a tab. Someone had sent me this with some buttons on it, and I'm going to journal on the back, and I made another one of these paper clips and just a piece of material I had left, and I just sewed it and made a little rosette type thing on it. So there's my journaling card. I put the word smile. I think Idiot gave me these. Someone sent them to me in an email. A bunch of cutouts. I don't have them, but they did. This was something she sent me as well. It's just some butterflies, and the other side's the other scraps of that. And yeah, I just made a journaling card out of it. And stuck it in this little tuck. And another journaling card that I can write on. And maybe put a picture here. And then I took a little ribbon. I think Edie gave me those in Happy Mail. And I just stuck it through it and attached it there. Yeah, more writing paper. And then another one of those pieces that she had already attached. She had off-cut it too far, so I'm just using it as a journaling card. Two more journaling cards, just scraps that was in my scrap bin. I didn't even do anything to them. They were the perfect size to fit in here, and the color was perfect. I love this. And then I did the same thing with these. These were part of the calendar. I don't know if you can see. It's part of the calendar. And they were scraps off of the other pages that were too long. So I cut them down, and I just tore them with a tearing ruler to get a little edging. And then I distressed them and made pockets out of those. So I just put little journaling cards in there from scraps in my bin. Put a piece of scrap material and one of those Dollar Tree flowers with a Dollar Tree gem. Then here is the scrap material. I did not have this done on my last video. I found this scrap, and it was a perfect triangle to make a corner. And then I found this scrap. It came off an old curtain from a thrift store. It had apples and grapes, I think. And this one was in my scrap box. And another piece of scrap. And so I just took a piece of this tag. Well, made a tag out of it. It's another piece of scrap. And glued this apple on it since it's summer. And made a tag. And then another piece of that I made a journaling card out of. And I added a little flower to this with a little green thing in it. And then this is a piece of scrap, and I just took one of those Dollar Tree flowers, put that on there. I can open it up, journal in it, put a picture in it, whatever I want to do. And I just tucked it in there. And I took some buttons I had from the thrift store and a piece of ribbon that came in a bag of thrift store fabric that just wasn't a length to do anything with, so I used it for that. I thought that turned out really well. Loved it. Flower from something, I don't know what from, and a little bit of netting. It was probably from the thrift store. That's where I got most of them, if I didn't get them from Dollar Tree. And I just put a little pearl in it. And then I put another journaling card. It says, fill your life with flowers. And this book is mostly flowers. And I love the colors. And then, of course, I put the other piece of that lace, because it was a double piece, onto this one. Back here, I put a butterfly die cut that Miss Edie, I think it gave me in Happy Mail. I made a tag out of these. These are just scraps that were here that she had sent. And I put a bunch of my scraps out of my little scrappy fish bowl. If you've watched me, you know what I'm talking about. And someone had sent me these buttons on that one that I showed earlier, that I made a journaling card out of. And I just put some thread through it, tied it in a piece of something that was in my scraps. So I can write on the back of those. And I just left this one as a little journaling card. And that's it. That's all I did to it. I've added nothing else, because it's, not something I will sell. It's mine, and it doesn't have to be fancy or perfect. But I like the way it turned out, and I enjoyed doing this collab. And I'm sorry it's come to an end. But maybe I'll join next month. I don't know. And maybe be able to keep up with it this time. I'm running late on this one. Well, last week's, which y'all have already watched, I hope. If not, go back and watch it. Because I'm putting them up the same day so I can know I've done it and it's done. And I will talk to y'all later. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to y'all later. Make sure you check out everyone below. And when you go to theirs, they have a list of everyone involved in this challenge. So make sure you go watch everybody. Subscribe. Hit that bell so that you know when they've done something else. And hopefully I will see y'all again soon. Bye.